Welcome back to another episode of How It Works. Hello, my name is Ken Baker from GreenPro Solutions, and today we're going to talk about the transfer pump in your particular unit. Transfer pumps that we have are a Rule transfer pump, the Marine, very heavy commercial duty. They are a 45-gallon a minute pump. This particular unit is a 36-gallon minute pump and motor. The transfer pump, as you see there, it pumps 45 gallons a minute. I'm often asked, why can't I use that? Well, it doesn't have any pressure. It's just pumps a high volume of water. Typically what you do is it's always hooked up to your nursing tank. In this case, it's a 300-gallon tank. It pumps from this tank and it will send it to your manifold suction, and then you just open up, in this case here, the transfer pump will pump from the nursing tank. It will come to here, and you open this valve. Now it comes into this chamber. Now you just have to open up what tank do you want to go to. You want to go to the 56, the 80, or the 56. So it will come into here, and it will send it right back into one of these three tanks at the time of operation. Now what you can do in this mode here, the transfer pump comes up to the back of here, and then it goes from here to the manifold. Or if you turn it, and it'll come up here and put into the hand wash tank. So right now I can go over to the electrical board. I can turn on the transfer pump. You'll hear it in the background. Right now it's going into the manifold and it's being sent into this tank right now. Now what I'm going to do now is if I turn the handle, because that's going from the nursing tank to the manifold, into this tank, because that's how I selected it. Now if I want to do the other opposite, I can turn the knob up this way, turn on the transfer pump, and it will fill the hand wash tank. Now, once the hand wash tank is full, it also has the option of disconnecting this and this tube here. I'm not going to put it outside there, but I'm going to go just like this. And you can use this when you turn on your transfer pump. You can use this to fill up your backpacks, rinse and wash off your truck at the end of the day. A very useful tool. You basically put it right back up here to the cam coupler. You lock it into place, and you're ready to go. So this transfer pump has a lot of uses if you know how to use it properly. You don't have to turn on your pump and your motor early in the morning at a job. You can simply use the transfer pump and pump your product into this tank, or this tank, or simply put it into your backpack unit for doing smaller applications. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the other side of the vehicle and show you in this vehicle where that transfer pump is and how to maintain and work it. Now we're on the side of the vehicle talking about the transfer pump. A very vital part of, you can see here, this valve is connected into the nursing tank here for its supply. Now this valve has to be open in order to bring fluid into the transfer pump, which we'll see in a minute. And when you have it closed during the winter when weatherization. Now we're just going to go inside the vehicle and show you a couple of things on the inside. Now as you see, the transfer pump is mounted here with an electrical solenoid here, and this is the output. It's sucking from the other side from the tank, and it comes through the transfer pump up to here and out to that three-way valve on the front that we're talking about. Now what's unique about this T here is on the very top, you remove this fork here, and that top piece comes off, which a couple things will happen there. When the unit is empty, it's going to need to be primed. It's going to run and run and run. It does seem like it's not going to work, but you can burp it here as well, or you can open up the valve to the hand wash tank and it will release any air that's stuck in there. Another reason for this cap here is weatherization. When you shut the yellow valve in front of this that I just showed you, you can dump a cup of, once you shut that valve, you can dump a cup or two of antifreeze in the top of this and put the cap back on so you have antifreeze in there just in case there's any water left in there and it doesn't freeze. So this is your transfer pump, and again, it's 45 gallons a minute. It can distribute your water or product any way you want. Thank you for joining us again for another episode of How It Works.